Hey guys, welcome back to another round of Cyborg Gaming. Today we're going to start Chapter 7.
I got it.
So that is our cue to go back to Mrs. B. First, we're now... Oh, also, we're going to be able to get that cash up there soon enough. But first, let's go back over to the well-endowed flower, because you have to get this cash, really. I didn't get the cash at the top of the Bats tower, so I have to get this cash. So I did find kind of an easier way to do this. So a little bit right there. And then when I'm jumping up the first time, I press A pretty much as I'm releasing, and then I press A again on the release on the second one, and it seems to give me the accurate jump to get up here. So hopefully this is all the cash I need.
Jetpacks and butlers. Here we come.
Yeah, whatever you say, Conker. Oh, I'm going to take some damage. Yep. So we're going to go back to Mrs. B now. Collect some cash along the way in our next little journey. So, Chapter 7 be a little bit more demanding. You might die a good amount on this chapter, but it is pretty fun. There's a lot going on here.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Squirrel. I'm so happy to see you again.
Oh, really? I'm happy to see you. Hey, where's the hive gone?
Oh, that's just the point. They've stolen it again. And I don't know what to do. My husband hasn't returned yet. He's a fiend. If he were here, he'd sort them out. It's just gonna have to be somebody else.
Oh, really? And who would that be this time, I wonder?
Well, you did help last time. And I don't know who to talk to.
Okay. But what's in it for me?
Money?
Yeah, but it'll have to be double last time.
Double? Okay, yeah.
Treble.
Triple. Okay, get my heart back.
Okay, I'll get it back. Where is it?
Just follow the signs again, but you'll have to go a bit further. It was a deep insurgency mission this time. It won't be as easy, I can tell you.
Really? Deep insurgency. Quadruple. What? Oh, well, okay, fair enough. Oh, hey, look, that looks quite nice over there. I think I'll go over here.
Okay, come back. Quadruple. That'll be $200.
Hang on a sec, my math isn't that good. But I seem to think it was $400.
Okay. Go on then.
Okay, so we're back on a journey. Let's go over here. So we can again skip this little area off to our left. We want to go all the way up. And I highly recommend have full health, as we are going to be taking on some waves of bees. So I'm going to grab this one here. Let's go in here. No, let's go back out. Sorry. Come on. So let's see if it's this one. There we go. Ah, shoot. So we're gonna want to go in here to collect the cash that we were seeing earlier from outside of the shoot, what is that, chapter 4? And outside of Poop Mountain, basically, you can see it from Poop Mountain.
You ginger bastard.
So this is another stack of cash we're gonna get, and then obviously from helping the Queen Bee, we should get another stack of cash. Well, it's actually quadruple stacks of cash, which is nice. Ah, there we go. Now, be ready for this. So you can see the hive right there. Try not to fall off, but at this point, really, it doesn't really matter if you fall off. you'll just spawn right back here. But when we hop in here, there is going to be a map. So if you can see, there is a map. And on the top center, and there is going to be a little delay on when you stop shooting. And you're not going to want to take like any damage on the first like 2 waves, as the next couple waves are going to be significantly harder. And you can kind of just drag like I do. And then I'm going to overheat it just so I can start my next wave well off. You can, oh, where is that one? Ah, dang. Froze up right as I was about to start blasting. So, man, I'm terrible at this right now. There we go. So, like I said, you can take a decent amount of damage. You get hit 6 times. I recommend just kind of drag it. Alright, it looks like almost all the bees are out. So, oh, alright, one's coming in. So you can see that they turn red as they're going to get more aggressive. Makes sense. Ah! No! So, and with me only having 3, bars of health left, this next area is going to be pretty hard. So I fully expect to die at this point.
I think there's a bit of a lull in the waves. Hop out and go to the hive now.
And that's okay. I honestly think it's probably best I die here. But let's see if I can juke the first kind of wave. So it's like impossible to not get hit. I had a hard time with this. Not getting hit. Usually you just kind of, they're going to hit you and then you kind of juke here and there and you should be okay. Okay, so I actually, wow. I am surprised. Last time they were on me instantly, on every try. So this is working out quite well for me. And now you have just a similar run to what you did before. Stay on the path, curve off to the right here. And just don't hit anything. If you don't hit anything at this point, we're good. Little curve right there. And we're going to get another kind of little action from Queen Bee, using the hive as a weapon again. Very similar to what we had at the beginning of the game. And awesome. I can't believe very surprised that I got that without dying. I die so much in this game, it's ridiculous. And obviously, you're not controlling this. The bee is, so just enjoy.
Buzz suckers.
Now for our cash prize.
Once again, I would like to thank you for your good service and noble contribution to the bee community. I somewhat begrudgingly present you with these.
Hey, somebody come for us? Who wants some of us those?
Yeah, more spawn doolies.
I hope that's the last thing that happens to us. What could possibly go wrong now? Here's to a wonderful year.
Awesome. So at this point, make sure that you have 2,100 and I think $10. If you have that, you are good to go into this next area. We're gonna work our way up into this middle area right here. I'm just getting some health as you're gonna get attacked by worms. I do have a decent way of getting around those guys so you don't take damage, but there is a little, no matter what the strategy, you're probably gonna get hit at least once. Oop. Okay. So let me just check my cash really quick, and we'll start working up this mountain. So I have exactly 2110, which is exactly what I want. So here we have our attacking worm. So I like to just kind of jump right over, take a couple steps, jump right over, take a couple more steps, jump right over. Oh, see, yeah, just kind of unlucky. Hopefully I don't get thrown off. Good there. And we're almost at the top. And we're going to need to do this again into the next area, which I love the next area, but it can get tough. You got to be pretty good on your aiming. There's a little bit more weapon play in the next area. But first we got to get this guy down the hill.
Now what?
Wanna go for a ride?
Not really.
Not really. What?
Alright.
A ride, yeah. Let's go for a ride.
Okay. So we're going to go on a ride. Conker wants it or not. So just kind of learn how to control this. Yeah, just tap left a little bit. I am a little bit too much on the hill. Nope, 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 nope. Oop. And once you get down to that part, he'll throw it, and you now have the next area that you can go into. And this one's interesting. I love this next area, but like I said, it is a challenge. And Conker gets knocked out, so now it is nighttime.
Well, it's been out for some time. It's night.
So you do have a chance to go back to the barn area, and I showed you there's a context sensitivity area that kind of hides like 10 lives. You can go back and grab those lives if you like at this point. But for me, it doesn't really matter if you get a game over or not, really. I think I only have like 3 lives at this point.
Guess I'm not going back that way.
So here you can see there's a little place over off to the right. Don't worry about that right now. We're gonna go run into the Grim Reaper. So you can see him right over there. And then see some of the catfish. So let's get up here and start this little cutscene.
I don't bloody believe it. They've got fish versions of the little bastards now. Come here. I'll show them. Oh, I missed the little again. I got your number, mate. It's down to 2 for you. There's a wanna. Yes, not long for you now, you little prick.
Okay. So let's work our way up here. I feel like there was supposed to be more to that. But let's go down here. Let's go through here. And pull that little lever. There we go. Now the doors to the big scary gate are open. And we now have access to the graveyard. So we're going to get a new tool to use for the graveyard. And this is where you want to master that tool or weapon to the best of your ability, because it's really going to help moving forward in this chapter. So let's see if we get another cutscene here.
Oh, you again. Why don't you piss off? Can't you see I'm busy? I suppose you want to go up there now, do you? Where there's lots of money, no doubt. One of those rich ancestors of yours. Bloody undead. Unbloody dead. I mean, it's even worse than bloody cats. Undead. What's the bloody point? You may be needing a bit of help. So I've got this. I hate the undead. Hate them. The only thing that kills them. Shot to the head. Nothing more, nothing less. Here. It's better than a pissing frying pan, that's for sure. Take it. That's it. Piss off.
Shotgun. Yeah. Don't like the sound of zombies, though. Still, if it gets on his nerves, then that's alright by me. And what was that about an ancestor? Undead ancestor. Well, if he's undead, then technically that makes him kinda dead. Which means I should get the inheritance. I mean, how bad can a handful of dead people be? They're dead. Well, undead. Now, let's see. Shotgun. I think it's one of those bee-pressing moments, don't you?
Oh yeah, there's our shotgun, and you can see a little laser on top. So I'm gonna actually take this off really quick so we can run faster. You are gonna definitely move slower with the shotgun. But for context, we want to pull this out, and we want to aim. So R for aiming. And you should be able to get that laser, I think, with the trigger. Okay. So let's see. There's going to be like 12 of them in here. So here we go. So we're going to take on a couple different little hordes. I see nuts. I see man. Whoa. Very sensitive. Yeah. Ah, why can't I move backwards? There we go. Now I gotta use the C buttons a little better. Ooh. Yeah, that's death. Alright, I gotta get those controls down a little better. Okay. So you can see my aiming is not quite the best. But at this point, you just want to kind of give yourself space. I've also heard a good kind of plan is just to try to jump on here. And so that you can't get hit at least. And then it gives you a chance to kind of aim. So regardless though, in the next area, you're going to need to get good with this gun. So I highly recommend just practicing. Take it slow. For mine, my controller is just so sensitive. So it makes it a little hard to aim. So I think that's 6 of them. I think there's 12 in total. Highly recommend. I see nuts. See man. Oh, seaman. Okay, duh. Okay. I think there's an IP freely out here. But this has been my tactic, is just get over here. Run back. Always forget to, like... That's not a good angle. So let's scoot back a little more. So at this point, though, I'm kind of in trouble if they get to me. But I just need to aim for the head and remember what thumbstick to use go. Playing on an Xbox controller, little different than the N64 one. So I just have some of the controls kind of flipped, basically, and versus what I'm used to. Ooh. Okay, no. Oh, I should have just jumped right over. So you can use the C buttons to move while... I can't even see. Okay. Okay, that's a good one. So now, we should be good. Nope. Huh. Didn't really hit him or kill him. That shouldn't have popped up just yet. Yeah, there we go. Ah. Let me jump out of here. So you can't just outrun him though, which is helpful. So let me... There we go. Okay. I'll take a couple damage and yeah, I'll work my way through this. I'm happy with that. But for this next area, actually, oh shoot. Interesting. I don't remember that. I thought oh jeez. Alright, well, let's see if I can just go and get this cutscene. I don't remember these guys popping up like this. There we go.
Bad, I suppose. That's another 12 souls. Right, come on, in you go. And I think you'll find that you're the one who'll be needing a will. Inheritance.
So, we're gonna go find an... Oh, I forgot about that. That was kind of what I was thinking of when I mentioned that we were gonna to use this tactic with the worms and such. So, same thing. These guys have a little bit more range. So if you are now, if you're like heading down on your jump, I recommend just falling straight down, and then you can kind of just crawl a little bit, and once they pop out, just go right over them. But if you're on your trajectory down on the jump, they can definitely catch you and throw you off, and then you got to start going through this area again, which is not fun. I think there's one more up here. Yep. So once he pops out... Oh, definitely more. Okay. Shoot. Okay. It's a little longer than I remembered. So... work our way up. I know there's going to be one up here coming. Yep. Aha. Got you guys. So I wanted to see if I could get on top of the house, but I had troubles doing so. But if you can find a way to jump on top of it and then let us know what goes on up there, that'd be pretty cool. But let's hop in. We're going to get another pretty long cutscene here.
Welcome to my house. Please enter of your own free will and bring with you some of the happiness that is so evident in your face and so lacking in my own.
It's not getting there. Okay, I'll just cross this threshold here. I'm sure that's of some significance. I don't think what it is. Anyway, my hairdo.
What?
Nothing.
So, I seldom have visitors in these parts. What being out here in the middle of nowhere on such a cold and gloomy night? Pray, follow me. You look as if you're in need of sustenance, and I have many things to eat and drink. Pray, follow.
Oh, okay. Food, yeah. Hey, getting a bit sick of chocolate anyway.
This way. As you can see, the house is in somewhat a state of repair. We're having a few refurbishments doing at the moment, and I was planning to have all this knocked through to make one big, but anyway, well, I think we'll just stick to the conservatory for the present. My dining room.
Oh, that's very nice.
More wine?
I don't mind if I do, thank you. You're not drinking then?
No. I never drink wine.
So, who's this guy here? He looks like you.
My forefather. He was a crusader in a war of long ago, when with the allies, with the squirrels and the panthers. That union, alas, was not successful.
Yeah, and he had really stupid teeth as well. Didn't they have any dentists back then?
Who are you to criticize me or my ancestors, whose blood runs into these veins? You are not of noble birth, and never will be.
Pray, accept my apologies. Whenever you talk about my ancestors, I get, somewhat touchy.
Oh, that's alright. I know how it is. Family. Yeah. So, you been here long?
About 300 years.
Really? It's quite a big family then.
No, it's just me.
Oh. What's that noise?
The children of the night. What sweet music they make.
Music? The howling.
What is that noise?
Sounds like somebody's braying on the door. They don't like you either, I take it.
Oh, shit. The villagers again. Sounds like there is more of them this time. This could be your lucky night, Conker. I was going to kill you and drink your blood. But now I think I'm needing your help. Pray, come here.
Can we just go back a bit there? That drinking my blood bit? What's all that about?
I said,
Come here.
it's delicious. And familiar. Yes. I think you are my great grandson, Conker. Welcome to the family. Welcome indeed. I have a little task for you. These little villagers occasionally pop up to my establishment, have a little fun, and see if they can kill me. It's never worked yet. As you can see, I've had a few minor alterations to the house. We have the grinder, and we have the pumps, and we have some other bits and pieces. It is your duty, your errand, indeed the whole point of your existence as of this day, is to fetch me the villagers, put them in the grinder, and let me feed. You may feed too if you wish, but only later. Well? Oh yes, I forgot. You can only speak like what you are. That's Well, chop chop. Fetch me the villagers. I am hungry.
Okay, so now that we are a bat, basically we need to go grab the villagers and, you know, throw them in that grinder. So one of the big things is learning how this house works. It'll help you overall throughout this chapter, as we're going to be in here for a while. But use B and just tap B to move forward. And use, you know, what's that? Trigger to drop some poop on them, capture them, and then drop them in the grinder. And we're gonna need to catch all of them. And some of these guys have like blow darts or arrows or something. They can be quite difficult to grab. So there is more in here. So you can see that the radar. Oh, come on. I don't want to get hit at this point. So, alright, that's 2 down. So you should be able to just kind of carry them over the grinder and it will drop them in. And you're not always going to get like a little cutscene. But when you get to certain marks, there will be. And it will show your basically great-grandfather sucking in all that blood. So here, if you don't want to swoop down and grab them, I highly recommend just kind of dropping to the floor and then picking them up. It gives you a better accuracy, especially if there's a lot of guys in the room and you have them all stunned. You don't want to miss. Just drop to the floor and pick them up. So that's 3 right there. I can't remember the exact number of where they have, you know, how many there are, but you can see there it's starting to get a little tense. He's starting to get a little too fat, way too much for the cord. Should be one up here. Oh, come on. The accuracy on those things are so annoying. There we go. No, 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 no. There we go. You don't want to miss. And there's 3 more in this room. So those guys are the most difficult part. And then after that, if we're missing any, we'll just kind of, you know, fly around and look for them. But here, multiple guys have darts. What the? There we go. So you're going to want to be very careful in this room. Woo! So that as soon as you get that first one, it makes it a lot easier. If you can take out one that shoots darts at you. I think 2 of the 3 will. But I might need to be fact-checked on that. Also, the just non-stop tapping of B is so annoying in here. Okay. Okay, so we're at a pretty good spot. Let's just go back up this way. So let's keep moving. You can see the barrel that we used to get up here. Or get into this area. Okay, so we should just have one more after this. I think at that point we're good. So feel free to use this tactic. It seems to be working out quite well for me. This room specifically, you want to be very careful. You want to be avoiding the darts as much as possible. And we got one more, hopefully, and this should do it. It is kind of fun playing as a bat, though. Overall, it's not too bad. The controls are pretty smooth. Where is this guy? There he is. Should have saw that coming. This is the most annoying part, is when you just can't... No, I do not want to die here. Come on. There we go. So, oh, what? Ooh. There we go. So that was very close. You can see my accuracy started to fall, with me kind of taking more damage. I don't want to have to restart once I've gotten almost all of them done. And little bit of a spoiler, we're about to break the curse of being a bat and going back to some shotgun action.
Oh, I think I've drunk too much. Oh, shit.
That doesn't happen to you every day. Oh. Ah, more zombies. Time for the double barrel boy. Hopefully for the last time.
So there is a lot of zombies here, more enemies on top of that. I think I only have 2 chocolate bars of health, so I'm actually just gonna highly recommend, if you have less than full health because of how long this checkpoint is, go die. Just go take some damage, restart, and start from, I think you'll start at the door, the front door, and then you'll want to come back up here. But that is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go take some damage and die. Good. Yeah, here we go. So there's a couple things we're going to want to do here, which is the main thing is getting all 3 keys, which we're going to want to work our way up here. So there's a checkpoint really after you get the 3rd key, but the first 2 keys, I don't think there's really much of a checkpoint other than the fact we're going to want to take out these bats. And there's 2 sets of bats, I think 4 in each room. And at least they will be gone if we do die once we collected the 1st key. Oh, I should probably look for the actual bat that I should be looking for. Alright. So the reason I'm doing it this way is because it's easier to just shoot them. Going like that and just take them out that way instead of watching them try to go at me like this. But I think that's all of them. I feel like the first one died just while it was attacking me. Okay. So there is also a set of little zombies down underneath us, but I'm actually going to avoid those because you can just run past them. I highly recommend doing that if you are quick enough and if you are skilled enough just kind of maneuvering around with Conkers. So we are going to go get the 1st key, which is in this room over here. And you do have to take this path. You have to do them in order or else you will not get them. You won't be able to get to the 2nd key without getting this 1st one and putting the key in the doorway. Man, why is camera angle so bad? Okay. I feel like my controls are switched or something. There we go. Apologies for all the camera flips. I am not doing so good on that. And also I feel like Conker is kind of flipping me around when he shouldn't be. But I'm sure that will get fixed when I get out of using the gun. I gotcha. So those two ones kind of just hide out right around this area. So if you just run in, you're probably going to get attacked. And as far as I know, there is no chocolates for quite a while. So highly recommend taking it as slow as possible. Ooh. There we go. That's easy. Okay, so maybe there was just 6 bats. Could have sworn there was 8. Okay. So, very bad luck. Don't do what I did. Don't fall. Take this slow as can be. But you can see the bats are dead. I didn't have to kill them again, which is nice. Still probably going a little too fast. Yes, let's just do it this way. So now we got our key. We got to go back to the main room. If I can get a camera angle that doesn't suck, that will be great. I feel like that is probably my biggest complaint with this, is some of the clunkiness of it, and then terrible camera angles. The storyline is so fun. The gameplay is actually pretty good as well for something that is over 20 years old. But that is the one problem I have with it. It's just, well, I guess it's 2. Clunkiness and, yeah, camera angle. So you're going to take a right. Do not take a left. You will die. You'll fall right off. And so now we're going to go back to the library, which was the original room that I was in with the bats, where we used the context sensitivity for the first time, taking out the bats. So hopefully those stay dead, because I was not smart enough to double check. And we are good. So let's just go down this way, and we're going to have a little horde of zombies that we're going to need to avoid. And keep walking, Conker. So just, you know, you might take a little damage, but honestly, I find it easier to just run away from them than it is to take them on and possibly take damage there. When you're pulling out your gun, you're moving slower, you're trying to aim. This way, we're just kind of running. So, run. There's one to your left. There should be another one coming up here soon. Yep. And then I would go wide. And then you are at the door. You can see the barrel. We're going to use Mr. Barrel later. So, the first key and the first half of the second key is the hardest. After that, it actually gets pretty easy. So, we're going to take out this guy over here. We don't want anybody trying to sneak up on us when we're getting, like, basically ambushed, which is what's going to happen up here. Ah! Go. So here, we're going to get ambushed. It's kind of the same thing. They're right around the corner. So we're going to drag them out, give us a little bit more room. Okay, so stay wide. Another one. Up. Off. No, no. Oh, I thought she was going to turn around. That also bothers me. When, like, I'm trying to rotate and I feel... Jeez, I wonder if if they're going to respawn there. When I'm trying to rotate and get away from these guys, they kind of just, like, it messes up completely, in my opinion. It flips me like doing a 180. Go. So the next room is going to be even harder. Luckily, I've only taken like 2 damage. In my opinion, for me, that's not bad. Alright, well. Ah! a hard time aiming. It's so sensitive right now. There we go. Okay, so I just gotta play it safe. And I haven't really had a problem after this room. Doesn't even move and I still miss him. Yeah, it's like slowly aiming up when I'm like looking, and I'm not sure why that is. I don't think I have enough range to take these guys out. Nope. Getting out of here. Apologies for the bad aiming. It's gonna take me a while. But at least... Ooh. Go, so that's 2 down. And I think there's a lot more on Live and Reloaded than there is on the N64. They added a lot of zombies into this area, which is kind of crazy to me. Because I found this area to be not the most difficult, but when you don't really know what you're doing, it can be pretty time consuming. Just because there's so many of them. And there's no health. So you really like gotta play it like it's like Dark Souls or something, where you're taking it slow. You know, there's a lot of guys just kind of hanging out, waiting around the corner, which in a game that doesn't have like, you know, N64 controllers are not meant to be used for first-person shooters. So it makes it a little hard, in my opinion. But we've made it through the difficult part. I'll show you guys kind of an easy way to get through this. And at this point, we're pretty far into the checkpoint. Okay. I don't think any spawned behind you, which is good. Ah! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so we're gonna go into this area right here. I actually didn't even really explore farther to see what else is out here, because with the lack of health, it's just better to not mess around. And kind of like what you can do this, you can use the tombstone in the original area with the zombies. I recommend you kind of just do this to get through this area. Let's see if I can get her. There we go. Let's take her out. Why not? Not taking any chances at this point, because I think if you die here, you're still gonna have to go get the first key, and I don't want to have to do that. But now that we've taken out all the zombies, we should be able to just run this back without much of a problem. And remember, you can always just outrun the zombies. I think some of them are gonna spawn back once we get back to is that the kitchen area or the living room, whatever he calls it. So take a right here. Make sure you got a good camera angle. You got to go across the kind of new bridge that popped up when we opened put in key 1. And if you fall off there, it's gonna be a bad time. Luckily, Conker is pretty fast with this key. They don't slow him down, which is really nice. I know a lot of games, like, once you gotta pick up the key item, they try to make things slower, which is just a hassle. So, we can go here. Yeah, you can see that some of them started spawning again. So I would expect them to respawn here as well. Okay, so it looks like we're okay here. And so this second key is going to open up the 3rd floor of the house, with this basically being the base level. Okay, there we go. That was the cutscene that I was looking for. And you can see now we got some chocolates. So let's jump our way up. And go to the left. And then we kind of have to go around the 2nd floor again. So make sure you jump. And take a little shortcut here. You should see the ladder coming up in front of you. Yep. So let's get the chocolate on the 2nd jump. Actually, never mind. With how much health I have, I don't want to die on this jump. And then jump off to the right. So here, we want to jump up, use the little super jump. That's what I call it. And here we go. We now have access to take the key down. That will take us back to the main room. Ooh, close. So a little jump here, a little platforming. Ooh. And that's why I wanted that health. So I think you have to use the super jump to get up to the key. I'm sure you can see that on my screen. Once we get to here, I think this is kind of the key location you want to get to. And there we go. Now just pick up. And we can run along the side. And we're almost out of this chapter. So we are going to have to make a pretty grand exit. And that is what the barrel is for. So if you didn't like the barrel run in the beginning, sorry to say, this one is going to be a little bit longer. I actually didn't really have a problem with it at all. I think it's kind of fun. But the beginning is kind of do or die.
Finally. Oh yeah, I forgot about those guys. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Come on. So get yourself a good camera angle, and let's start rolling. So, like this I do not like. This is a little better. There we go. Let's get situated. There we go. Woo! Okay. That's fine. So, let's go get the barrel. Let's get out of here. So I say I don't have a problem with this part, but then immediately die at the very beginning of it. Just kind of little taps on the thumbstick usually does it. So now we are through the hardest part. Wasn't too bad. Back through the graveyard. Go back to where Grim was originally, and we're almost out of here. So let's go off here to the right. Off here. And then there's going to be a little ramp right there. Take that ramp over and then just head straight. So if you try to come through here without the barrel, you won't be able to make it up this stream, which is why we need it. And we're actually going to spawn back to where Birdie was. Hi, all you nice flowers. Let's go through here. Ah, cash.
So, you want some great stuff?
Yeah. Cash. Right.
Okay. Go through here. Come up here. Birdie should still be asleep. The contact sensitivity should still be maxed out. So nothing there for us. We are, though, gonna head up here. We gotta do the same jumps and make it through the tutorial. So you should know this pretty well. I mean, if you fall, you fall. I don't think you'll take any damage. There we go. Gargoyle is still gone. So we don't have to worry about him and using our frying pan or our shoddy on him. I don't think he'd like the shotgun as much. But this, guys, is the end of chapter 7. We're going to head into chapter 8, which is a really fun one. It is long. There's a good amount of cutscenes, and parts of it can be pretty difficult, but it's a fun one. So hope you guys found this video helpful. Catch you on the next one.